Hello, so my name is Jessica Shorter. So let me just jump right in and start talking about my revisions. So the topic that I did was how to use mousse and hair rollers. So I provided a um, introduction here, just saying what this method would do and how this hairstyle would look and what type of things you will be applying to your hair, and just gave a little bit of jazz about how fabulous the look would look. The hairstyle will look after you're finished. So basically the results and how this is a protective hairstyle and that it will cause no damages to your hair. So the reason why I chose the topic, I was originally going to do how to balance social life with being a good student, but however, trying to adapt to the Wikihow community, that would have been a little bit difficult to create steps on that, because it's a little like not a biased topic in a way, but it's more so like broad to kind of create steps for that specific topic. So therefore I just thought of something simple. Like most of the times when I'm looking for different hairstyles or protective styles to wear for my hair personally, I do go online, and WikiHow is one of the popular websites that pop up. So I thought it would be a great idea to do one of these hairstyles. So that's why I chose this topic. So my targeted audience would be women with medium slash long hair length. Not really sure how this method will work with shorter hair. So I did provide that as one of my warnings. I'm going down to show you where that would be located. So underneath the tips, I have warnings here: middle slash long hair length, and no blow dryers required for this style. So basically, with the steps, I start with your hair being freshly washed. So, the purpose for my instructions was to provide a helpful guide for women to learn how to apply hair mousse and rollers to their hair to get that curly, defined hairstyle. So kind of going off my notes here that I have for the questions for this screencast. So how did I go about designing this outline? So this is where the problem came about. So originally I wanted to do the advanced editing. However, I figured that it would be easy just to do the basic editing with it already had broke up, step one, you put your steps here, you put the tips here, you put the excuse me, the what is it called? The introduction there, sorry. And you put your warnings or however. So I thought that method would be a little bit better and more structured. But as far as code, I looked at other articles to see how they coded, and I did attach those to the site and sources at the bottom, which I'll show you in a minute. But I did also use a Word document to kind of like draft out my code before I copied and pasted, because I had an issue, which that'll be leading to one of my challenges was like doing images and all that different kind of things like that. So I just thought it would be helpful to use a Word document instead. So here I have at the bottom, again, I should have just stayed down at the bottom. Let me just use this thing here. I have my cited sources, which is here, of the different articles that I use to get an idea on how to create my article and the coding and outlining of that nature. So I thought it would be simple to just strictly start with an individual washing their hair first, and then showing them how to detangle, and then applying the mousse, and then applying the roller. So I thought that would be the easiest way to do that. I also noticed that most of the articles was very consistent. So what I tried to do was be very consistent and make sure that each of my instructions or steps had a bold heading, and then underneath with a bullet point put what is being done. So here's a different example. So the subheader here would be dry your hair, and I'll have a bullet point. A good tip that I also did use, so that you won't have to scroll all the way to the bottom for your tips, for your ingredients, or that you would use for this particular instructions or article was I italicized each of the tools that you would need. So for drying your hair, you would need a drying towel. For this one, I said you will need a wide tooth comb. So that list of what all the things you'll need is at the bottom, which is right here. So I have all of that listing there, but I did try to be consistent with that and just italicize all the things that you'll need for each step, and to show that if you'll need to use one of those tools for that particular step. So leading to the challenges that I had for this entire project, besides using the advanced editing, was pictures. So one thing that I noticed, and the main reason I came in encounter with this problem, was I didn't put my document in use. So I posted pictures from Google, just copied them, saved them to my computer, and just uploaded them into my code. Well, since I didn't have my document in use, they just took off my entire article. And I was chatting with one of the representatives from the community, and they were just stating that the reason why is because the pictures that I had wasn't the right copyright. So basically, I just thought it would be easier to take photos from other articles that I recently used, which I have cited in my sources below that I had shared previously. So receiving the feedback from our website, the WordPress, and watching the videos and just looking at other articles, I gained an understanding on how this should be done. And I just went back and did those revisions so that my code can be very consistent and be very readily read from a user, and just a smooth transition. Step one, here's the bullet point, this is what I'll need, this is what I'll be doing. And I thought that'll be the best way to do my code. So I hope you enjoyed my revisions, and thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. Thank you.